It's time for the FIFA 22 Team of the Week 9 predictions, and it's going to be a good week. It is going to be a very good Team of the Week. So if you haven't opened your Team of the Week pack yet, and if you're not tempted by Neymar, then it might be worth saving it, because this upcoming Team of the Week, in my opinion, is looking substantially better. So yeah, you can probably already tell that from the thumbnails. Another thing worth noting before we get into the players is there is a lot of games being played on Monday, so more players could still have a chance at getting in. Now I'm going to start posting some Ultimate Team stuff over on my new Instagram page, which I'll leave a link to in the description. Also, you can see a preview on the screen. So if you want to see some players who could be getting informed from Monday's games, make sure you check out that Instagram. Like I've already said, link below. Also, I'm completely happy to follow a bunch of you guys back on that Instagram page as well, so you know what to do. Anyway, we are just going to get straight into things today, so if you could leave a like rating on the video, that'd be very much appreciated. As per usual, in the comments, let me know who you think will pick up an inform, and that's pretty much it. Also, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe. There are so many of you watching this that are not currently subscribed. Like I've said before, I've looked at the stats, and I know at least 50% of you right now are not signed in, and you're not subscribed either, which it doesn't help the channel. Please sign in and subscribe, because as I say, that just really does help the channel in general, and it helps me, produce this kind of content every single week. So let's begin by talking about the card that you've been staring at for the past minute or so. It is of course an inform Mbappe, which really should happen this week. 4 goals and an assist in a 8-0 win for France against Kazakhstan. It was a game they were expected to win, but 5 goal involvements is pretty hard to ignore, so I do expect to see an inform Mbappe this week. Price predictions in the comments below. Currently, non-inform is 1.4 on PlayStation and just over $1 million on Xbox. What do we think a special Mbappe is going to cost on the market? Let me know down below. Christian Benteke could be set to pick up his first special item of FIFA 22 Ultimate Team, a goal and an assist in a win for Belgium. Carrasco did the same, but he had an inform in Team of the Week 7, so we're going to go with Benteke instead. And to be honest, I'd have gone with Benteke anyway, because he seems to have gotten the better match ratings. Rambo should pick up an inform this week as well. He got 2 goals for Wales in a win. One of the goals was a penalty, but I don't think that will dim his chances too much. There are so many striker options for the upcoming Team of the Week that some are just going to miss out just through, sheer numbers. But one that I don't think can be ignored is a potential inform Yilmaz. He got 3 assists in a huge win for Turkey. From this very same game, just because so many goals were scored, there obviously is other options. But as I say, 3 assists is pretty hard to ignore, especially when these assists came early into the game. Like literally the first 3 goals were all assisted or set up, by this guy. So gotta go for him. But I do have to say, wouldn't be surprised to see Demiral get the inform ahead of him, just because there isn't too many defensive options and because there's so many striker options. So we'll see what happens with that. But to be honest, like Demiral getting it would be a bit weird, since Gibraltar really didn't do too much in this game. They had like 22% possession, so it wouldn't make sense in terms of performance, but EA might do it just to balance out the team a bit more. Weston McKennie is my prediction for the featured Team of the Week player. He got himself a goal in USA's win against Mexico. The other options from this game do include Pulisic and also Timothy Weah. So I think one of these 3 will get in, and as things stand, I am going for the midfielder. Sakala was pretty unlucky not to get an inform a few weeks ago after scoring a hat-trick for Rangers, but now he's just got another hat-trick, this time on international duty. One of the goals was a penalty, but hopefully that doesn't matter, and hopefully this week he picks up an inform item. I said this before when I had him in my predictions, I don't want him to be in the quote-unquote Team of the Week. I actually want him to be the Silver Star, because yeah, this guy as a Silver Star would be pretty freaking incredible. So hopefully that's what happens instead. But I'm going to predict that EA put him in the Team of the Week rather than Silver Star. You'll see who that is going to be predicted later or at some point in the video. Lucas Paqueta got the only goal in Brazil's 1-0 win against Colombia, and I think that could be enough to see him feature in the upcoming Team of the Week. The assist was from Neymar, and we all know Neymar can't get in, but Lucas Paqueta seems to have gotten the best match ratings from this match anyway, therefore he is the standout option, and would actually be a pretty decent inform. Would not mind getting this card in my reds. I know I mentioned Weston McKennie as my prediction for the featured Team of the Week player, but this guy is Loboslai, also has a chance as well. 2 goals on international duty for him in a win for Hungary could certainly be enough. And this is the kind of card that, to be honest, if it was selected as the featured Team of the Week, could actually be pretty incredible, because even as like an 81 rated inform, he's going to be good. As an 84, he actually could be ridiculous, and he could definitely be one of the premium options for Bundesliga cams should he get a very notable boost. Now, I've got this guy in my predictions as a kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing, because he's kind of my Silver Stars prediction, but I also think if he doesn't get that, he'll be in the Team of the Week. So I'm counting him in my 23-man prediction, but I'm also saying he's my favourite for the Silver Stars role. He got himself a goal and kept a clean sheet in a 1-0 win for Ecuador, and like I said in yesterday's video, could make for an excellent Silver Star option. North Macedonia won 5-0 against Armenia, and this guy got himself a hat-trick. Bardi scored 3 goals, 2 of them though were penalties, which is definitely something worth noting. But since there hasn't been too many hat-tricks in the past week, I still feel like it'll be enough, especially from a midfield role as well. He also played in their win against Iceland, but didn't really have too much of an impact in that game, but obviously still helped them win both of their games in the past few days. Is, however, worth mentioning, another player in the same team, Elmas, got himself 2 assists in that 5-0 win, and he scored 2 goals in the 3-1 win. So he is also another option, but with him being silver, I'm more confident in Bardi making it, just because obviously there are more gold spots to fill. I've already spoken about the amount of attacking options that EA have for Team of the Week number 9, and here is another one. We've got a lot of big hitters potentially coming on Wednesday. Lewandowski could finally, and I mean it, finally get an inform in FIFA 22. 2 goals and an assist for him in a win for Poland. And like I said in yesterday's video, he's had a few chances to get an inform already this year, and EA have, for whatever reason, ignored him. Surely not this week. Surely finally we get an inform Luan, and it would definitely be deserved as well. We spoke about this in yesterday's video. There could be an inform, well, there is no could about it. There's going to be an inform Harry Kane or a record breaker Kane on Wednesday, and I'm still undecided on what EA will do. If you're unsure, as you can see on the screen, he became England's all-time top scorer in competitive matches after scoring against Albania. Now, I think EA might wait with the record breaker card and maybe give it to him once he becomes, or if he becomes, obviously, the all-time goal scorer. So we will see what happens. But as I say, there is a chance of a record breaker, and that's why I am displaying it. But nonetheless, either way, we'll be getting a special Kane on Wednesday. 3 goals and a assist in a 5-0 win against Albania. Obviously, England play again tomorrow, and who knows, more goals could be scored in that game. Now, I won't lie, this one has been incredibly tough picking a player from Germany. So they won 4-1 against Armenia. In that game, you've got players like Jonas Hoffmann, who got himself a goal and a assist. You've got Gundogan, who scored twice, one of them being a penalty. But prior to that 4-1 win, they won 9-0 against Liechtenstein, which, like France against Kazakhstan, it was a game that they were expected to win comfortably, and they definitely delivered on that. Because it was a 9-0 scoreline, I can't see, you know, there'd be no German player being picked, and there's so many options. You've got Thomas Muller, you've got Marco Reus, and you've got Leroy Sane. And in yesterday's video, I went with Reus for a goal and 2 assists, but I'm kind of changing my tune a bit, and I'm thinking maybe Leroy Sane for his 2 goals. I've looked around and I've looked up some articles, and most people have been saying that Sane was the star player, so maybe we'll get ourselves a left mid Sane coming into the upcoming Team of the Week, and I think that'd be pretty good for Ultimate Team as well, especially with him being a left footer as well. I just wish he had a better weak footing game, because he's got a great card. He really does. His weak foot just lets him down within the title. Now, I do have to apologise, because yesterday's video I got this one wrong. I must have been tired when editing. I put the wrong Rodriguez in. Anyway, Gerson Rodriguez, this is the correct one, I promise. Got himself 2 goals and an assist in a win for Luxembourg. So yeah, could be a nice card, and it's another one that potentially could be the Silver Star, and as a Silver Star, it could actually be a very nice item. Along with having some pretty high rated forwards forward, we could have a very high-rated player in the midfield of Team of the Week as well. Luka Modric got himself a goal and an assist in a 7-1 win for Croatia against Malta, and he was also one of the top players in Croatia's 1-0 win against Russia as well. So because of that, I think there's a good chance that he gets in. Obviously, Kramaric did have a pretty good game for Croatia in the first match, a goal and 2 assists, but because there's so many striker options, I'm actually favouring Modric. Goalkeeper options this week don't seem too strong. I've gone with Emi Martinez. He made 4 saves in a 1-0 win for Argentina against Uruguay, so hopefully that one happens. Would be a good card for Ultimate Team. Did actually make a couple of good stops in this game, so as I said, hopefully he gets picked. Duda is a player who should be guaranteed an inform in the upcoming Team of the Week. He had a pretty mad game. Actually, ignore what's on the screen. I've just realised that is incorrect. He actually got himself a hat-trick and an assist, so yeah, he should definitely be getting in. There are other options from Slovakia as well, with them winning 6-0, but like Duda is the clear standout in my opinion, so hopefully he does get in, and as I say, pretty confident that he will with a hat-trick and an assist. Now, a player who actually did get 2 goals and 2 assists was Twine, who obviously put in a very good shift in a win for MK Dons, and yeah, he should have done enough to definitely make the reserves. Another goalkeeper option I have gone with is the Moroccan goalkeeper Bono, who made 5 saves and kept a clean sheet in a win for them, and this obviously would be a second in form as well, and a decent looking one, so there is an option right there. But with them winning 3-0, it's not one that I'm super confident in. But there aren't too many goalkeepers that made multiple saves and kept clean sheets in the past few days. Not that are gold anyway, which is definitely something that I was looking for, just because obviously EA are going to favour them. I'd be lying if I said defensive candidates were pretty slim this week, so I'm going to go with Jose Gaya, who helped Spain keep a clean sheet in their midweek win. Literally just got a good match rating, and that's the reason I am going for him. I haven't seen the performance, I didn't watch the game, but he seems to have put in a good shift judging by the match ratings I've seen, and that is ultimately why I'm going to go for him. Ismail Assar could pick up a second in form on Wednesday as well. He scored 2 goals in a win for Senegal, so that could actually be, quite a nice inform. It's a shame his weak foot in FIFA is terrible, because like aside from the weak foot, that could actually be a very nice card. It was a 2-0 win against Congo. And now we have John Egan to speak about. Now, let me explain this one. Ireland obviously played twice in the past few days, and they recorded 2 pretty good clean sheets. One in a 3-0 win against Luxembourg, and one in a 0-0 draw against Portugal. Now, if I'm being honest, I would have liked to have gone for Shane Duffy, because he got a goal in the Luxembourg win. But because he's a silver, and silver spots, like I said, are limited, I'm going to have to look for a gold alternative. And John Egan is in that same back line, so I'm going to go for him. I will stress, this one's a bit of a punt, but we're going to go for it nonetheless, because I think Ireland deserve a representative in the upcoming Team of the Week. My final pick is, once again, another big pun. I'm going to go for Milenkovic of Serbia. Now, with their win over Portugal, they have topped their group, and this was obviously a very, very big win. Now, Tadic was your star man, a goal and an assist, but he had an inform very, very recently, so because of that, EA may look for alternatives. And Milenkovic actually had a pretty solid game despite not keeping the clean sheet, so I think he is, a semi-decent option that EA could go with, especially if they're lacking defensive candidates. So like I said, this is another one that I'm going for, not one that I'm extremely confident in, but I'm going to go for it nonetheless. So that's that. That is my prediction for the upcoming Team of the Week, but do remember I did say at the start there are more games to be played on Monday night, so there definitely could be some change within the Team of the Week. There's actually quite a few games on Monday night, so if there are any changes, like I've said, follow my Instagram, and I will post some potential informed candidates over there. Thanks for watching. As per usual, if you could leave a like rating on the video, that would be great. Be active in the comments too, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I'll catch you in the next one.